Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jonna, and if you are back again, hello, welcome. So today I've got a story for you because something happened when I went to Montreal. What was it, last week? Yeah, last week for New Year's. I thought it would be a good story to tell on YouTube because I've seen a lot of videos that talk about like being scammed, and I wasn't like fully scammed. Like, full disclaimer here that my title is kind of just being dramatic. I was kind of scammed, and I will get into how and all that stuff. So basically, for New Year's Eve, I wanted to go to Montreal because I can't drink in the States. I wanted to be able to go out, and I can't do that here. So I asked my sister if she wanted to come, and then my friend Bryce and my friend Andrew also came. So basically, we're all kind of like broke college kids. Like, we can't really afford like a really nice hotel or Airbnb. I first looked for Airbnbs because I've stayed in a couple and they've always worked out for me. So I tried getting one, and it was probably like $120 for the night, which would have been perfect. Split up between 4 people is super cheap. So I go to request that, and it gets like declined. So I had my sister try to do it too. Hers also got declined, and then she sent her a message and was like, it has to be a 2-night minimum that you're gonna stay. And my sister was like, oh, well, like, your profile says 1-night minimum, which is why we tried booking it. So that was super annoying. That was like the cheapest Airbnb we could find. At that point, like, I had been searching and searching and searching, and it kept getting closer to the date, so like prices were going up. There just wasn't a lot of options left. So a couple of days after that, my sister sent me a link to a HomeAway, which I have never heard of this before. But apparently her CT like recommended this company to her. So the place my sister sent me was about 95 Canadian dollars a night, which comes to about 70 US dollars, which is like super good for just one night. Like, that's great. So I booked it, so like I had to pay for it, and the money came out of my account. So for the one night to stay there, it came to be 130 Canadian dollars, and there was a cleaning fee and a service fee, which brought the total up. And then there was also a damage deposit that we had to put down, which was $200. So that was a lot, but I figured like we're not gonna do anything to mess this place up. Like, I'll just get that $200 back. So the total that I paid was 379 Canadian dollars, or 285 US dollars. $285 is like a lot of money to me, like being taken away from me. Like, if I were to receive $285, it would be different, but like spending that amount of money at once, even though I know I was gonna get a lot of it back, it's just like, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, we're fine, we're all set, like, whatever. So we get to Montreal on New Year's Eve, and I get there and I'm like, this guy hasn't like said anything to me about like how to get into the place. So we messaged him, and I said, hi, my friends and I have just arrived in Montreal. However, I know it's not check-in until 4. I was just wondering if you could give me information on parking, finding a condo, keys, and any other information you think I should know. Thank you. So basically, it was like a condo type thing. So to get in, you need to have like an access card or a key or something like that. So we couldn't get into the place because we didn't have any of the information yet. So I was like, okay, like, let's give him some time to respond. So we went to the bank to pick up some Canadian cash, and then we went to go pick up our tickets for the nightclub that we were going to that night, and that took us like 30 to 45 minutes, maybe even an hour. I don't really remember, but he still hadn't responded. So we went to his contact info on the app and tried calling him, and I called and it said that the number was out of service. So I was like, this is starting to look sketchy. I thought maybe it was just like a problem with my phone. So Bryce ended up calling on his phone as well, and it was still saying this number is not in service or whatever. So then we Ubered back to where I parked my car, which was right by the place that we're supposed to stay. And we tried to walk into the condo, and you could get in like the first door, but then, like I said earlier, you needed an access card to get in the second set of doors. So we obviously did not have that. And there was like a little intercom thing, and we saw this guy's name on it. And so we pressed it and we tried calling it, and we called it like several times, like at least 10 times, and obviously like no one answered. And then we tried, there was like another button and it said reception, so we called that, and it just kept going like right, it would ring once and then it'd stop and then kick us out of the screen. So at that point I was really getting stressed out. I was like, wow, this place I booked is a sham. I was really annoyed and upset. And then we ended up messaging the guy again, and we said, hi, I've tried to call you, but the number would not work. I'm currently calling customer support. Because, like, there was nothing else we could do at that point. We couldn't get into the place. So Bryce ended up calling for me because I was just so anxious, and I get anxious calling people on the phone either way. So, shout out to Bryce. Thank you. I love you. So basically we talked to two people, and the first person was not helpful at all. He basically just like transferred us to another person who was extremely helpful, and God bless this man. Let me tell you, he saved our lives. So we talked to him and told him like what the situation was, and he was like, oh, like, I'm sorry that has happened. We're gonna book you a hotel for tonight so you have somewhere to stay. Like, how many people are there? And we were like, oh, there's 4 of us. And then he was like, okay, I got you a room at the Westin, which was like a 4.5-star hotel in Montreal. And he's like, I sent you all the check-in info to your email. Like, you're all set, and I'm so sorry about the inconvenience. And we were just like, oh my God. So I checked my email to like get the information about it, and it was $412 a night to stay there. So like, shout out to HomeAway for getting us that place, because that was more expensive than the place that we were supposed to stay at. After that point, it started to get a little bit less stressful. There were still some points in the trip that were very stressful, but all in all, like, I had a good time. But anyways, after the fact, I'm still like, am I gonna get my money back? Like, this guy is not about to like take my money when we didn't even stay in his apartment or whatever. And I was just like so annoyed that someone would do this. Like, I don't understand why someone would think they could get away with it. I just don't understand if this guy like got sidetracked, forgot he had people staying. But it was really sketchy that his phone number didn't work and that he would not respond to any of my messages. So basically, after the fact, when we came home, HomeAway like sent me an email like talking about like my claim, and like gave me like the case number and stuff. And they told me that if he didn't respond, that I needed to just go to wherever I took the money out from and try to work from there. So I went to my bank, because I just use like my bank card. I went to them, and they're always super helpful. So I told them like the situation, and they were like, okay, we just like filed a claim for you, and you should be getting your money back like in like 7 to 10 days. And thank the Lord, I won the claim, so I got my money back, which was super nice. So all in all, we really scammed HomeAway, because they ended up having to pay $412 for us to stay in a hotel, and we paid nothing. So we're the real scammers here. I'm just kidding. But anyways, so on New Year's Day, we were heading back home, and Bryce was like, oh, I'm going to send him a message. I'm not going to use his real name because no one uses people's real names in story times. It's just a privacy thing. I don't know what could happen, but I'm just not gonna mess with it. So I'm just gonna call him Jack. So Bryce says, hi, Jack. If that's even your real name. Just want to let you know I expect a full refund from you for scamming us and potentially causing several young ladies to be forced to sleep in a car in Montreal in the middle of winter. To make things easier, just give me my full refund, otherwise I would have to contact customer service again. A claim has already been made and it doesn't look too good for you. Thank you. The only thing that's bothering me now is that his condo is still up, like, on the site as a listing. And I don't think that should be allowed. Anyways, guys, that was my story about getting scammed and my terrible trip to Montreal. I'm just kidding. It wasn't terrible. Andrew, I know you're watching this and you'll get mad at me if I say it was terrible. It wasn't terrible. It was just stressful, okay? It was very stressful. But anyways, I hope you guys liked this type of video. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, subscribe to my channel. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!